Yes, yes, it's the Rastafari Samurai. Never leaving you dry in your eye. I'll prove this message nationwide. Seen Down to Earth podcast with my brother Shawn Myrie here. We have a special guest coming on here. Season 6, we still up in the mix. He goes by the name of Wes Gray, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
What's
man.
up,
How you
brother?
doing today, man?
are we doing blessed, bro? We doing blessed, man. Highly
Yeah,
favored. You know what I'm saying?
don't
Yo,
know,
so tell the
man.
people where you're from.
Yeah, man. Where you from, brother?
Man, we representing Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. You know what it
Okay.
is?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
So,
See,
wait,
see.
how long you been really like doing your art, like like putting in work, like you're a
Man, I
hip hop artist.
like professionally I've been doing it since 2017, but like I've been a hip hop head since like 3 years old, bro. Like
Yeah.
I've always just had like a love for the culture, a love for the game. And, when I was young, I always was playing around with it, but I really started to take it seriously in 2017.
Yeah. So what made What was special about 2017 that year?
Th- Things just started to line up. Like I was starting to think about getting more serious, and I started getting into like spirituality more, and I started getting more in tune with like synchronicities and things like that. And I ended up moving to Brantford to
Okay.
to uh to work out there for a little bit, and I met my good friend and partner Gary Walsh, who is actually the co-founder of Day One with me, and he produces all the music for myself and every other artist on Day One. And once I met him, it was just go time. I was like, okay, now we're ready to lock in, like M and Dre, like it's go
Mhm.
time now.
So
Okay.
like since you've been doing your music from that's how much years ago? What 2017, 18, 19? About what, over 5 years, right?
Yep, yep.
How have you seen like the scene for you, or just being an artist up in Canada or Hamilton? Like, how is it like the feedback for you when you're
The
doing your
feedback's
music?
been really good, man, because I feel like fans and people are able to realize the authenticity in my music, and they can tell that I really have studied the game. They can hear my influences, and it's been good feedback.
Yeah. So, what's some of your influences now that you say that?
Man, my number one influence right here, man, 50 Cent. Get Rich or
50
Die
Cent?
Trying.
Oh,
I
Like,
don't
a
know.
lot of people. Well, how come
bro,
he is? Why is he your influence? 50 Cent.
man, so you remember what I said earlier, like since 3 years old. So I remember one day I was watching TV, little kid, right? And
Mm.
In the Club comes on. He's hanging upside down, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I want to be just like this guy. Like, and then just what's miraculous is my parents and my family. They never like made me not listen to him. Like,
Okay.
which is also when I think about it now, it's like another reason why this is my calling. When your own family, a gangster rapper like 50 Cent, who's talking about guns and all that gangster life, letting me listen to that music. And I was just so
Mhm.
fascinated. I kept listening to him all the time. And then I got into like Eminem and whoever they would have featured on their songs, because they were working with them. I'd start listening to them, and then so on. And then that's how I ended up branching out into every artist in the game. But it always started with 50 Cent.
Mm. So besides 50 Cents, what some of your other like inspirational like artists when it comes to music?
Man, I'll just keep it real. Jadakiss, the whole Locks, Busta Rhymes, the
Real hip
Game.
hop.
Yeah, real hip hop, bro. Like
Mhm.
even Lil Wayne too. I like Lil Wayne because he's really dope off the top
Yeah,
True.
yeah,
and
yeah.
versatile. Jay-Z, like just all the goats, bro. But I studied everything and everyone.
So like how much like being an artist, people perform like
Could I say something before that? It goes back. I love it what he says that right there, man.
uh,
He done his research. He took the time. No, real shit, man.
yeah.
Because no, I've been saying this in a few pods. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, we all went to school, right? And we had to
Yep.
learn things that we didn't want to really learn and things like that. Now you're doing the craft. Take the
Yes.
time to do some research on things
But
on
some people
what
don't
you
care about
want
research.
to
You know what I mean?
preserve on your music
Some
to make
people
it more authentic.
some people just want to do something like fast food,
Yeah,
right?
no, but the thing is,
Some
Yep.
people
no,
want to cook a
no,
good meal.
no. My point
Uh,
is that you went to school
Yeah,
and you went to school anyway to learn things. So why don't you learn
but
something from your
that's why there's
craft?
people who are
How about that?
dropouts. That's
You
why
know what I
we.
mean? So
Not,
that's why
I
that's
know
what I'm
what you
saying.
mean.
That's why I'm saying to my brother Wes Gray, I salute you. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
respect. But I know what you mean. Like
Respect,
I know what I
bro.
mean. People go to school, but then there's people who drop out of school and don't want to complete it. You get what I mean? But they
We're
still want
still
to.
good.
They're still good. They're still
Okay,
good.
okay,
You get
okay.
what I
And
Yo,
mean?
it's like,
yo, man. Straight
yo,
up.
but I hear you though, bro. Like I say that, I say that to everyone, even to like other new rappers coming up in Hamilton. Know what you're getting into before you get into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, of course, anybody can be good in the game, but like, you're gonna get tested. You're gonna have an interview, and they're gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, like, do you know who this is, or do you know what that is?" And like, you know what I mean? You gotta respect the people who paved the way for you to even be here in the first
Yeah.
place, bro.
Yeah.
You
So,
know?
yo, like, what's one of your latest projects? Like, any visuals you have like made?
So recently, I just dropped a new single with my homie Boris. It's called "The Glow,"
Mm.
Oh, I
also
know
produced by
Boris.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Boris. He's heavy lyricist. I'll tell you guys this right now too. We're actually working on an EP together that's going to be dropping at some point this year.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
we're working on that.
Sin. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm.
Yo, anything what you guys come on? Anything like any videos or anything? Send us our way,
Yeah,
man.
man.
We'll be
But
promoting it, brother.
what you feel that like videos are very important for artists nowadays because it's a visual age, right? Like
Yeah,
every
man.
time
It is.
when you come out with a song, they want to see video, even if
Yeah,
it's art.
man. Yeah,
Some type of
exactly.
art, it has to be to kind of
Yeah,
like
bro.
catch the eye as much as the
Well,
ears.
you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Shawn, because guess what? Every time I've been to like shows and stuff, right? And after you're done and you're saying, yeah, I like my digital platforms and all that. Okay, well, yo, if you don't have no videos, right? And you're at the end of the thing and you're like, yo, so me want to check you out and all of that, where you don't got videos, bro.
Yeah.
You get
Yep.
what I mean? So before you
Yep.
actually want to start performing and stuff, perfect your craft even with a little bit of videos at
Yeah,
least.
yeah, yeah.
Because when
You
it
have
comes
to
to
have
the
something.
end of it, your performance, and you're saying, "Oh, check me out on Spotify, Apple Music," Okay, how about the YouTube? Yo, want to see something?
But if
Wanna
they
see
okay, put it
something?
this way: if you don't have even a video, make sure your music shit. If it's on whatever all digital platforms, better be fire.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, but
Of
how
course. Like,
long?
yo,
No, but
I, de-
Sean,
I
how
definitely
long?
feel.
But how long could you just be putting just music out, just digital platform,
Not everybody
no
could do it.
videos,
No,
man. Not one blood clot
It's
video.
how you promote
You know what I'm
yourself.
saying?
I can tell
Come
you.
on, bro.
It's
You
how you
need
promote.
one or two.
I know what you're saying, but it's how you
At
promote.
least, okay, you said EP, right?
Yeah.
At least EP. If at least do 5 videos for the
Yeah.
EP to promote the project.
But right now, I could.
That will
I
make
don't
that,
wanna-
that'll boost the promotion for it even more. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right now,
Mhm.
I don't think I should get that down to earth. What people could do now for music, how the industry is. You could. It's like maybe I won't even mention it. Yo, you could create artists yourself as a producer. That's all I gotta
Really?
say. You
Really?
can create artists as
Artist
a producer.
development, man.
No, not like
Yes,
even
sir.
real people. Not even real people.
Well, yo, people are building off of the clout.
You
like we
understand
were
what I'm saying?
Like we've been.
Yeah.
I'll leave it as
Yeah.
that. You don't need real people. You can make. You see how people create like a Frankenstein? That's what I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh
Basically
yeah,
saying.
man.
Well, if you've watched ASAP Rocky's new single, his new video called "Shitting Me," the
Yeah.
whole visuals to that is exactly what you just said.
Yeah, you could create
How
your
the
own
industry does
artist.
that now. They can just create anything now.
It's engineering.
Yeah.
Okay, put it this way. I'm gonna put it this way. You make up a name. Someone makes up a character, right? And you know
Mhm.
how it's digital right now. It doesn't have to be a real person. And you put production music with it. There's the artist. It's like a
Done.
cartoon. It's like a
Done.
cartoon. You watch a cartoon.
Yep.
Is there a character? SpongeBob. What's SpongeBob?
Yeah, yeah.
You watch
know?
SpongeBob. Imagine that just with more music. That's a character.
Yep.
That's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
People forget this, like, because we studied, the different abstracts of different like media and music, right? So
Mhm.
right now, like for example, like I said, you could create an artist. How do you create an artist? Who tells you need a real person? It's like a painting.
Mm.
You create a painting, and after that's in the museum, you don't have to be there. That's created
That's right.
from you. The same thing with a cartoon. You put it with music. It could be, you don't have to. They don't have to know it's you. You
Yeah.
create Frankenstein. It's a character.
Yeah.
It's like acting. What's acting? What's an actor? When you see Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, he's not really the Terminator, but it's
That's
Arnold
right.
Schwarzenegger.
It's still
That's
him.
right.
But he's still recognized as the Terminator.
You get what I
You know
mean?
what I'm saying?
It's-
I
that's what I'm-
guarantee to this day they call him the Terminator.
Oh yeah, when he was governor, they call him the Governor.
That's why I say,
Oh,
who
yeah,
says there's
yeah.
not, who says there's not artists who are not actors like how you would see what's his name 6ix9ine. He's not. It's like a act. He's an artist, but it's an act.
Yo,
was
he's
never-
he's a bad act though.
Yeah, but he's a bad act. But he is acting.
To me,
He's acting, though.
when you bring him up, man, I just see Rainbow Bright.
But he's an
You know what I'm
actor.
saying? That's all I
He's
see.
also another example of someone who didn't do his research either.
Yeah.
He looks like
You know what I'm
Rainbow
saying?
Bright to me, bro. Rainbow Bright back in the day.
But yeah.
Rainbow Bright.
Anyways, tell people a little bit about the Hamilton scene for
Yeah,
like the
man.
hip hop,
Yeah.
because I know it has a rich
Tell us a little bit about the Hamiltons.
scene.
And the Hamilton scene right now, I actually got to say it's really healthy. Like for a little bit, especially when I was coming out around in 2017, it was kind of dry.
Mm.
But now it's been getting a lot more artists involved in the scene. Like I can name off a few of my favorite artists that I really love to listen to and vibe out with, man. Of course, Boris,
Yes.
Buddha Abuza. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. Fly Guy Richie. 23 Dawn.
It sounds like some artists we could be talking to soon.
Yeah, they have their own
Yes,
scene,
sir.
man. They have their own scene.
Like yo, like there's a lot of good creative energy, and there's a lot of good like the community's coming together. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shows happening. There's a lot of movement going on. Even I got to shout out to Because Design Matters, man. My homeboy Brody. So he has his own radio show that he does on CFMU college. University Radio 93.3 every Thursday, and he has different artists from the city come on. If they're promoting something or whatever, they have an event coming on, you can go and talk for 2 hours. And he's actually put me on. He's put me on for 2 broadcasts, and that's the type of thing that I'm talking about. Like there's different creatives or services that are happening to help get people seen and heard and noticed in the city.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can say that there's a healthy culture down there, because like I said,
even just like you guys, bro, you guys have me on right now.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
But that's what we need to do.
It's a pleasure.
That's what more people need to do, man.
Listen here, man, brother. I'm gonna tell you this. It's more than just the interview, bro. Because that's why I always say this. We encourage that anything you have new, send it our way and all of that. You know what I mean? It's all about promotion of your music. I'm a fan of the music, brother. So it's like, what's the point on only just the interview, man? Like we want to promote the music too. What you do, the crap, what you do.
So I'm gonna get
that's appreciation.
I'm gonna get a little bit down to earth with you. Like, what do you think about the current state of hip hop? Just hip hop, like right now.
I think the current state of hip hop is a little bit like it's in between. I feel like there's see the one thing I love about Spotify, and like there's not too much I love about it, but there's you ever hear when you hear people like, man, there's not any good music out, but I guarantee if you really look, like there's playlists that will help you find those new artists that make the music that you like.
Yeah,
you gotta search for it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that is good, but there's also a lot that's bad. And I feel like now we're kind of forced to just like what we like. You know, like we gotta look for it. We can't just watch the TV and everything we hear and see is be fire. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You gotta search for that. So
it's true.
It's a little in between, but I don't feel like it's too damaged where it's not healthy still, you know.
Do you think they even celebrate the elements of hip hop like in the commercial area right now? Like besides like videos you see, and
compared to how many years ago?
Like I don't see them celebrating like graffiti culture. That's part of hip hop.
Yo, okay, that's a good thing you say that too. Like, you want to know what? Speaking of like the elements,
like
I was with my homeboy Steve the other night. Like they don't. You never see like breakdancers in the music video somewhere.
Graffiti, the next element
like
of it.
Disappeared.
The next element of it, I'm gonna dare to say it too. is the DJing, the style of DJing.
Yeah. They all
No,
disappeared.
the thing is, what I mean by that, right? Because I remember seeing MCs, right? Yes, they have the beat and all of that, but the DJ, they work with the DJ, and they're like, "Yo, run the thing," and meanwhile, they're like, and they get into it. It's like, no, you're not gonna hear all of that. Not all of that. You guys have to go on so and so to hear the rest of it. Yo, DJ, play the next thing one. You know, after they go,
Yeah,
you know
but-
what I mean? The DJs, they know their
They're
set.
not
You get what I
versatile like
mean?
that anymore, man.
That's another element. What's missing?
It's not versatile
what
like
I'm
that.
saying?
Only certain places, maybe. You get what I mean?
Big time, bro. Like just imagine Gangstar, like DJ Premier and
Oh,
Guru. Like,
man,
we need more of that. We
Gangstar.
need more of that, bro.
Yo, bless up, R.I.P. to Guru, man. That's one of my
R.I.P., bro.
favorite MCs.
Mhm.
Yo, straight up.
So
And
how do
straight,
you,
even DJ Premier, he's my favorite producer
Yo,
slash DJ.
DJ Premier makes gold. And
Bruh.
for the hip hop industry, the whole culture. Anybody
Whole
who gets a
culture.
Premier beat is blessed.
so
And you notice though, like, okay, for example, you know 2 Chainz, right? You know how he
Yeah.
makes Atlanta music,
Mhm.
but it's like, okay, so a rapper like 2 Chainz, he did a song with Premier. I think it was in 2020 or 2021. Now
No,
he's spitting. Like when you get a Premier beat, your only option is to spit. Like you can't just say
To
some
me-
regular
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
To me, Premier.
so what do you
Premier,
know?
Premier is like, to me, he's like the East Coast of like Dr. Dre.
Yeah, because
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Wait, you-
Straight,
yeah,
like he's the East Coast, Dr. Dre has the West.
wait, how
You know
you
what I mean?
saying?
Anybody is blessed to get a beat from either one of them.
Well, how you saying
Yep.
2 Chainz was on that?
Perfectly said.
2
Perfectly said.
Chainz was on the beat, right? So that threw people off, right? Because he's an Atlanta rapper on a
Yeah,
Premier-
Of course.
Because
On a
that's what I
Premier
mean.
beat.
Like 2 Chainz, like he could spit now and then, but usually he's on that like that trap shit.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying it's like when you get a beat from Premier, you can't just spit that trap shit
No,
on there.
but
Like
you
you
know,
gotta go in, you gotta
yeah.
rap.
The thing is, Premier
So-
is technical. He tries to adapt
Yeah.
to your style.
Yeah.
That's right.
For your beat. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Trust me. That's what he does. That's why he's a
But
technician.
2 Chainz is I like him. He's one of my favorite for Atlanta, like a Atlanta rapper, even just a rapper now. Because when he came out,
Yeah.
people just looked at him as a South rapper, but
Yep.
he was even older. And if you really listen to his lyrics, because he's on these Wu-Tang beats. I think there was a CD what came out. I have it. It was like something like one of them retro type of CDs mixed with like now, like it's 2 Chainz rapping on Wu-Tang beats.
Really?
Yeah, it came out like maybe 2 years ago. I got it for Christmas.
Really?
Or something. Yeah. It's
I gotta
2
hear this. I don't know if I heard that yet.
He's rapping on a whole bunch of Wu-Tang beats. It's like a collaboration with 2 Chainz and Wu. And the Wu.
Really?
Yeah, he has a whole bunch of them. A lot of people actually people probably heard it, it's just not promoted. You get what I mean? Like it's all
Right.
promotion. But I have it. He's rapping like on a whole bunch of beats.
You know what I like about him? He appreciates the culture. And
Yes.
you appreciate the culture.
Yeah.
Once I hear one appreciates the culture, they have my ear. You get what I'm saying? Straight up, because
Bro, I love all styles of hip hop though. Like as much as I love
Bro,
lyrical
this-
shit, bro. Like I grew up listening to Lil Jon,
Yeah.
you know,
This-
all that
don't get
other
me-
shit, bro. I love all the styles of hip
don't get
hop.
me
Yeah.
wrong, there's no disrespect to the new school, you know what I mean? But when the new school could take it up, like turn the new school into old school swag, you know, our old school swag, our old school, our old school swag in a new school swag, you know what I'm saying? In their own way.
You know what though?
You get what I mean? Straight
I
up.
don't care. Like even I know what you're trying to say.
Like for instance, for instance, like Shawn, Griselda.
yeah.
You get what I mean?
But those guys
Griselda.
are older. Those
No,
guys are
but
Bro, I
older.
love
just
still.
saying,
Griselda
no, but
because
no,
they're
but-
showing you that you
but-
can still come out in this day and age and still rap.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Still came out.
You know what though? I see what you're saying, but like, I want people to do their own shit. I don't want sometimes
Yeah.
the new generation trying to sound like they're from the 1990s and shit.
Right,
It's
right,
how
right.
you dig for music. Trust me. There's a
But
lot
like
of good
I said,
artists out
Sean,
there who are not
The old
copying.
school and the new school swag.
No,
you
but
know what I mean? It's
no, I'm
like
ju-
it's like this. It's like this. You get old equipment, right? An old beat machine,
Yeah.
right? But you're making
Yeah.
today's music with it. You get
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That's the way I'm
But
looking
no,
at
but
it.
I could tell when some people tried too hard and tried to make it like what you're saying, and it doesn't. It's like it looks kind of corny. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the only
Not,
guys.
not if you make it into your
No,
own
no, no.
style.
There's guys like what you're saying, but that's rare.
If you
Rare.
make it into your own style,
Yeah, you have to
if you
dig
make
for
it,
those
if you
people.
make it into your own style, it's original.
You know
To
who's
me-
like that?
To me, I look at hip hop almost like the martial arts.
I could tell you who's
You
like
get what
that.
I'm
The
saying?
artists who are
I
like
look
that.
at at martial arts. You got your style.
Yeah.
You got your style, but you have your
Yeah.
style. You know what I mean?
Like I said,
Yeah.
there's not too much artists like that, but there are artists like that you gotta dig for, right? There's plenty of them.
Yeah.
That's why when people say, "Oh, these new style, there's no good ones." There's plenty of them. I used to search for them,
Right.
like Flatbush
Flatbush
zombies.
Zombies.
There's guys like that. There's the new era. What they're called again? I think they're called
Pro
the
Era.
new-
Pro Era. Joey
There's a whole
Badass, bro.
bunch
And by the way,
people
Joey
in that
Badass's latest album was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. There's
Yeah.
a whole bunch I could probably go digging, and they're not like 30 years ago. They were in the 2000s still, if you
Yeah.
want to call it. There might be mid 2000s and stuff like that, like Lupe Fiasco too.
Yeah.
People like that.
Yeah.
He was around. You get what I mean? He's not
See,
no
with me, I'm
crazy-
exactly like that. Like I like to keep in my own style and be authentic, but now and then I drop little like just little drips of my influences to make sure that like people know that like they can hear that I've studied.
Yeah,
Yes.
but like even a Dave East, he's still around. I
Dave
remember
East.
talking about Dave East
is
years
still
ago.
around, man.
I was talking about him years ago. I said Nas signed this guy who's wicked, and that's when people
Man.
saying, "Oh, there's no good new rappers around, no good ones." And I said, "Yo, this
Go
guy,
listen to Dave East.
I said this guy's gonna be big, and
He's a superstar now, bro. He's acting in the Wu-Tang series,
I know. I've been watching it. The American Saga. Yeah, I know.
bro. The
Yo.
last season comes out next month,
I
bro.
know. I'm watching that. I will be watching that.
But
On
I
the
seen him
real.
grow. I seen him grow from.
You know, on the real, it's funny you mentioned that though. The evolution of certain artists who have it, right? They evolutionize to being actors. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And he's one of them. Method
Mhm.
Man's one of them. You know what I mean? LL done it long time ago. You get what I'm
Long
saying?
time.
You know who?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, yes. And you know who done it and he never looked back once? Mark Wahlberg.
Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg. That's
Yep.
right. Marky
Yep.
Mark. He was Marky Mark
Marky
first.
Mark and the Funky Bunch. Yep.
Right.
Never looked back, man. Look
But
at
Never
I'm-
look back.
he's one of the top 8 actors.
But I'm just
right
saying,
now.
like right now, I could tell you there's a lot of new ones. Like for example, Big Crit.
Big Crit, bro. He don't
He's
get enough
one.
respect.
Big Crit. What's his name? Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs. Oh man, I love
Cur-
Gibbs.
he's on the Power series too. Freddie Gibbs.
Currency.
Current-
That's what
Spitter.
see what I'm saying. Even if you want to talk about the one who Jay-Z signed and you hardly hear him. What's his name again? And he's from New Orleans. Jay Electronica.
Jay Electronica.
These guys came out in the 2000s. Let's be straight. Let's count it. He could have even been 7 years ago. That's still new to me.
Yeah.
7 years ago, you're still in a new class. If you're within the 10 years, let's count. It's 2022. Let's count the last 10 years. Whoever came
Still
out the
relevant.
last 10 years is still around doing something. You're still new. Like you're not old. You're just reaching that. You're in
like that middle class.
So how long was Currency out? About 10 years.
Yeah.
No, over, right? Maybe just around. I mean, like commercially.
Well, I
Right?
remember he originally came out a while on Cash Money because he had that song "Where the Cash At" with Lil Wayne. Remember that one?
Yeah, the late. It's like 2010 probably or something.
That was a little
2011?
earlier. I think it was like 07.
Okay, little 3 years. Like he's a little bit over. That's what I mean. 13 years. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, around those times when they started to just come around, 10 years ago, they're
Yeah.
fresh.
Yep.
10 years ago is when you seen even Wiz Khalifa too.
Wiz,
like
I was
Wiz
just about to say, bro, Wiz.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good one too. He's a good one who's authentic. Like you can
Yeah,
tell when
Wiz.
you hear a Wiz song, you know it's Wiz.
I followed him from the beginning of his career before when he was on MySpace. I seen this guy coming when he had Kush and Orange Juice. I knew this guy was gonna be a superstar.
He was smart. He used the internet to his advantage. Like he always was doing that day to day on YouTube. Always like showing what he's doing, getting the fans in and like see like what he's
from a
what
long
he's up
time
to.
ago. He popularized even to me because how I followed his career, like as an observant, as a fan. He popularized even the cannabis culture
Bro, he
in
made me want to
hip
smoke
hop.
weed, bro. Me and my homies used to get high as fuck and then go and watch
The
Wiz
YouTube
Khalifa.
videos.
Yeah.
Watch those Khalifa videos. See,
Yeah.
to this day, it's still going on. But yeah, his influential that even raw papers, what people smoke. Because I saw the
Well,
raw
even
papers.
gin, bro. I drink gin because Wiz Khalifa drinks gin.
What? I didn't know he drink the gin, but
Bro,
I know
he's a heavy he has his own gin now called McQueen. But before he had his own gin, he used to always only drink
gin and orange
Bombay.
juice. Yeah, Bombay.
And now
yeah,
I drink.
Bombay.
That's all I drink is Bombay because
Yeah,
I
I
started
remember
that
the
back in
Bombay.
high school. Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. The last 10 years, he's the head of the class
Head of the class.
because he was in the Excel magazines. Just go back 10 years would be 2012, right?
Well, he also appeals to the younger audience because, of course, what do teenagers want to do? They just want to get high and get drunk. So what's Wiz Khalifa doing? Getting high and getting drunk.
About the same 10 years. You know, if I was to go 10 years in his career, it would be 2012, and I guarantee that's the time when he was really, when he came on the scene. Popping.
Yeah.
How High movie and stuff like that with Snoop and
Black and Yellow.
Black and Yellow. I guarantee I'm gonna look it up, see if I'm on point. I'm gonna look that up off this.
It's about right too. And yeah, he came up too. Like you're right with that movie Mac and Devin. Like, bruh, that shit was crazy.
So yo, I'm gonna ask you, like, even cannabis, because cannabis is legalized now. Like, how is the weed culture influenced even the hip hop? Because I know in Hamilton, long time they had like dispensaries, and before it was even legalized though, over everywhere. The
man, weed is. I feel like weed has always been like influencing the game, man. Like when you look at Snoop Dogg and shit, like Cypress Hill, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no doubt,
there's always been an influence, and I feel like that influence is just never gonna go away. You know,
it's always been a part of it, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Part of the creativity. Like you can't tell me that you haven't smoked weed and then felt like you want to write a song.
Yeah.
Or rap or freestyle. You know,
this is the best times for me when I have some good weed, and after then the beats there, you know, fast, like it just, I don't know, it's like a added ingredient, like you're cooking, you know, when you're cooking, and you just have a good nice split for me, and after then the beat is like, oh,
it's like all the
and after then you
go
off the top, you just
together,
have
man.
a nice melody verse, and then
cooking it up.
The hook, the verses are easy then.
Bro, I know whenever I smoke, I can freestyle so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Thoughts are just flowing.
It's
just flowing, bro. Like for some reason, and I can still freestyle like sober, but when I got a nice spliff in me, I'm going.
Nice on Myrie.
Yeah, it's true. So yo, man, what's next for you, man? What's next for you coming up? Like,
we're 2023 for Wes Gray, man.
Man, we doing big things, man. We just keep putting on more of Day One. You know, that's my brand. That's my group. I got a, you know, Day One. We got 5 artists on there: Goddess Body, Virgo, Man of Skill, Angus the Guru, 23 Don, myself, and of course Gary made this, the producer, who's also the co-founder. We're just increasing more of that.
Are you gonna be on the cipher? Are you gonna be on the cipher for Hamilton?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too. I don't think I'm gonna be on that one, but I was involved with the previous ciphers though.
Yeah,
okay, the previous one. Okay, I didn't catch that one, but I will.
Because those ciphers actually like started partnership with my brand Day One. Like it was self-made and Day One Presents.
Yeah.
So like, you know, we was doing all that, but right now we're as Day One, we're kind of focusing on our stuff in a sense. We're like, we have a lot of big events coming up this year, bro. Like we're opening up for some big artists. We have our first annual Day One Fest, April 1st in Hamilton. It's gonna be at the Kill Room. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, man.
Well, my brother, are you inviting D2E to do offstage interviews?
Bruh, yes. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Right here. You heard it here
Holding
first.
you to that, brother.
Yeah, man.
No, on God, bro. That's a promise, and that's
because we go mobile. We go mobile with this, eh? We bring the banner and everything, and you know what I'm saying. And we bring the microphones and stuff. We go mobile with it, brother.
Yeah, man. So
and that's great content too. That's real hip hop shit.
That's how we do it for the culture.
One more thing. Do you got a logo? Because I could customize a mic flag.
Yeah, man. You talk to him.
You got a logo?
Yeah, I got a logo. You already know.
Well, send me the logo, and I'll prepare that for that event, and I'll be putting D2E and your logo on the mic flag for the. I like to customize the events now.
I say less.
That's how I do it.
More.
See?
I got you.
All right,
See.
then.
Yeah,
Then.
man. So, yo, man, anything you want to tell the universe before we come
Well,
off
yeah.
the spaceship?
Let them know before we go. All your digital platforms. Let the people know, brother.
Man, y'all can find me on any like, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, stuff like that. All Real Wes Gray.
All underneath the same name.
Real Wes Gray, and Gray is Gray, not Grey. And
right.
you can find me on all platforms, Wes Gray. And just be ready for a lot of new real music this year. I spent a lot of the last couple of years just kind of playing with it, getting my style right, wanting to let myself just kind of rap. But now it's time to really talk about my surroundings and get deeper and really speak about some things, because I got a message inside and I'm ready to share that.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Much
yo,
respect.
man, I'm welcome to hear that message all the time, man. Like I said,
Yes,
man,
sir.
be sending anything what's new and all of that. We be happy to be D2E, be promoting it and all that, brother. You don't know.
Yo, I appreciate you guys for allowing me to come on, man, and chat with y'all, man. This is
Yeah, man.
dope. You guys are real chill. I like what you guys are doing, bro.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Much
Keep
respect,
up
man.
the music. Just do that for me. Keep the music up and keep the quality up. All right,
You
brother?
even got to say that twice, bro. I got you all day.
You don't know.
That's till
You
the
don't know,
casket
man.
drop.
But before we go, man, give us a shout out for Down to Earth podcast, brother. You know what I mean?
Man, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Wes Gray. And I want to give a big shout out to the Down to Earth podcast, one of the realest to ever do it. You better know this, man.
Yeah,
You
respect.
don't know, man. You heard it here first. The Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message. Nation, what? Pop,
Bless,
pop,
bless.
pop, pop.
Your
You
whole
don't know,
Shawn,
man.
Myrie, bless up.
I salute you for coming on,
Salute.
brother. You don't know. We are ending the broadcast.
Respect.